This thing's not very wrinkle free. All right, people, let's get going here. Same thing as usual. Calling some businesses, trying to set some appointments. See how it goes today. The goal is always three. All right, went to a voicemail. That one like hung up right away. That's interesting. All right. Uh, I guess what I was thinking before is, well, at the end of the day, I don't know if anyone will ever watch these. Maybe somebody. So if somebody's looking at doing some cold calling, right, then this might help you out. But um, I guess I should talk more, right? So it's not just dull, and you guys know what's going on. I'm just dialing. I have a little spreadsheet here, and this is a cleaning company. It could be more entertaining, right? I'll try to do that. And while I'm doing this, I got to do it anyway. So why not stream it? Maybe somebody gets something out of it. That's kind of my thought process. Oh, let's send a voicemail. Yeah. It's like three in a row I've dialed and they just cut out. That's weird. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I got this list through Google, so I mean, it's not like it's rocket science. Yeah, Zeta. Hi, ma'am. My name is Brian. I'll try to be real brief here. I go to a church with St. Timothy's, and so they put me in charge of sponsorship outreach for the magazine, The Desert Disciple. And so they gave me a list of people that could be potential fits, and they had your name down there as like a real estate person for Keller Williams. I don't know. Does that sound familiar, ma'am? Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, that's not gonna help if you don't live in the area anymore. Well, yeah, no worries, ma'am. Well, I'll go ahead and update that. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Yeah, bye. Swing and a miss. That's good. Talk to somebody though. That's the hardest thing about cold calling is the silence. But what? So I do have some stuff. Oh, so well, I don't know if you're going to watch any other videos. So assuming that you don't watch the other ones and you're just tuning into this one, um, I'm I've been in sales for quite a long time, but I've been in like financial services, stuff like that, and let's say creative finance, stuff like that. So with that being said, I just had to get out of that. I've been doing it a long time, and I've been a long time parishioner with my church, and they launched this magazine, but they need people to kind of come on board as sponsor the magazine so the church doesn't have to keep paying to publish it. And so they asked me if I'd do it. So I said, yeah, sure, why not? And so that's what I'm doing, is just calling these businesses to set up appointments. So a lot of these are just cold calls. So they're just Google, I scrubbed off there, put a database together, and just dialing. Some of them, though, the church did give me a list of like maybe 30 people. And so this lady was one of those people. but she said she moved, and so, well, if you don't live in Arizona, well, probably not interested. So all good. Hi, Heather. Well, I don't. Maybe you're the person to speak to, Heather. They gave me Joe. My name is Brian. I'll try to be real brief. I go to church at St. Timothy's, and so they put me in charge of sponsorship outreach for the new magazine, The Desert Disciple. And so they gave me a list of potential people that might be okay. And you guys just weren't interested in doing that? Gosh. Yeah, no worries. Any feedback on that might help me? Because that was probably Kevin who you spoke to. He's the guy that kind of got everything started. But I actually go to St. Timothy's, and so it helped me because I'm going to have to talk to a lot of business. I got to get like 20 on board before the church doesn't have to pay anything. So I'm I'm looking forward to the challenge. But I mean, what anything you could help me with? I gotcha. Do you remember what size ad you're looking at? Because I know like the lowest I can go is like $260, and you could do a year term with me. That's I gotcha. Yeah, that's a deal killer for you. Is the like saying that wasn't like not talking about your but like a hypothetical, right? Because like let's say if you were okay with the 12-month commitment, was the 260 is that manageable if you saw value in going that, or do you feel like that was at the same price they hit you at and that was just way too high for you? Do you get the magazine? Oh, no, I roger that, I gotcha, I totally yeah, and then you would cancel for sure, right? Because I do wanna say that the magazine's not intended to be like the bulletin, right? It's not that's not it, it's meant to actually get you people. To be dead serious with you, it's already gotten them because, like, for myself granted, I'm doing the outreach, so it's a little different, but I have crazy weeds from all this water, and so I had to go get, like, a hedge trimmer to get some of these weeds done, and I seriously drove across the valley to go to Regaro's, the Ace Hardware, versus going like Home Depot or I had just gone to Harbor Freight right down the street from me. But to be serious, that's the idea, right? Is if we see and they're helping the church, is that reciprocity. But I get the hesitation too. So oh my well anyhow, let me stop talking and taking up your time. Did you get the magazine? That's what I wanted to ask you. So just think about it. You'll see it. Hopefully, I'll start onboarding more sponsors. I just took it over. I'm sure you talked to Kevin because the church just gave me this list a while ago, and I actually go to St. Tim's. I've gone there for over about 10 years, me and my family. And if you ever change your mind and you want to just kind of talk to me about it, that would be it. I could get you in for that for sure. And then 50% of whatever you pay goes straight to the church to help us. So for sure, it'd be an awesome thing for us. And if you feel like that makes sense for you, I promise to make it as painless as possible. I'm not good at sales, but I know it's not a fun thing for anybody. But I just want to help the church. And if you feel like you would align with that, just hit me up. This is my number I dialed John, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you anytime. Okay. All right, ma'am. And my name is Brian Rodriguez. Maybe if you see me at mass or something, eventually they're telling me I'll get my a table and stuff out there one day. Come and say hi. I'd love to meet you. All right, ma'am. Have a lovely day. Bye bye now. All right, I'm gonna call that a win because typically, right? I don't have any viewers, but if I had some viewers, right, man, the last session I did on Friday, I had this lady just like this one. Man, I wish you guys could hear the other. I know you can because I heard I played my other one back, but to try and put it in context, she's like, yeah, you guys already talked to me, and that's true. There's a guy that started this. His name's Kevin, and I don't know. For the most part, like every time that's happened, it hasn't been very good. But you could hear my side of the conversation, so I put some doubt in watching her. Her logic is right. That's the whole idea. You just put a little bit of doubt. So now she's thinking, maybe this does make sense, right? And so that's all I did. I could have kept pushing, right? But out of respect, because so like my point is last Friday, right? I was doing that. And if I would have kept pushing, man, she would have got mad. It just told me, hey, I'm not interested, Brian. Just that's enough. Okay. And that's exactly how you'll learn. You'll learn. That's how some of these conversations go. But you have to take a step back. Like I'm new to this style of sales, so like I caught that Friday, made the correction here. Beautiful, right? We stopped. I put that down. I'm gonna ping her probably a month from now, and we'll see where we go from there, right? And then I'm gonna try and find a picture of her and see if I can't find her at church. Then I'll really press the flesh. She seemed nice though, but she seemed annoyed too. I'm gonna put some notes for myself.